I just want to make my case before I start this review is that Bonnie named a spork Forky when he's neither a fork or a spoon, but a spork. It's my professional opinion that Bonnie can name whatever toy she wants. Don't have kids, kids. Do you remember a few years back when they announced both Incredibles 2 and Toy Story 4? And they later elaborated that Toy Story 4 was going to be a love story? And people were like, why are you making this film? Why are you also making this film a love story when you have to make this film? Fast forward to a few years and one incredible sequel later, we got Toy Story 4. And it's actually solid enough. Fancy that. Yeah, considering how the last Toy Story movie ended, this fourth installment and third sequel to the original film is actually really solid, really fun, funny, and heartfelt, and really stands on its own as a sequel to Toy Story, or rather a Toy Story movie. I even like it a little bit more than 3. I'm gonna get hurt in the comments. Toy Story 4 is really good and you should go see it. All these films are fine. All these films are great. I enjoy Toy Story a lot. I have a lot of nostalgic memories of the first one and even the second one. And they're really well-made animated films and even pieces of speculative fiction. Asking the question, what if toys could move? And have thoughts about their situation. Toy Story 4 is a really good movie in that it expands on the characters and this universe where toys come to life whenever you're not looking. I see you, He-Man. You better not be doing anything deviant. Going back to its initial announcement as a romantic film, I wouldn't be surprised if the idea or genesis of this story came out of, hey, a lot of people were kind of peeved that we kind of slid Bo Peep under the rug in the beginning of Toy Story 3. Can we expand upon that, maybe?
Yeah, we've lost friends along the way. Wheezy and Etch and
Bo Peep?
yeah, even Bo. All good toys who've gone on to new owners.
And hey, that's not a bad start for a story if I ever heard one. It does expand upon this idea of like what happens to lost toys, or maybe toys that are just like forgotten or old. You can see a lot in the trailer that the movie does focus on an antique store and a lot of older toys that you might be familiar of, or older toys based on subject matter from like the 70s, 80s, 90s. The main antagonist is actually a sort of like a Chatty Cathy doll, and she has like minions of like dummies, like stereotypical like ventriloquist dummies. I really do like that we pretty much know who the antagonist is very early on in the film compared to other Pixar and Disney films as of late where it's like a surprise. Like, it was Wreck-It Ralph, then it was Frozen, Big Hero 6 was one, Zootopia, yes, Moana, haven't seen Moana, but I wanna see it. That was terrible. And it does come to a different resolution with that character and with that antagonist. That's a little bit different from, like, say, Toy Story 2 or Toy Story 3. And the sequence where that character exits is actually a really great sequence. I enjoyed it a lot. It was very heartfelt, very interesting, and you get invested in it. Of the new characters, they're all great, and they're all very funny and well-voiced. Keanu Reeves' Duke Kaboom, an Evel Knievel-esque daredevil stuntman, he's very funny. Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele's Bunny and Ducky, they're funny because they're Key and Peele. I enjoy the work of Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele, and they have the same chemistry as they always have in their show, Key and Peele, which I recommend you watch. These characters work because they are invested in what's going on. They're a part of this world. Forky is probably going to be your favorite new character. He's a funny character. There's a lot of great slapstick, funny comedy with that character. He never comes off as annoying. He never really comes off as, like, this is supposed to be the comedy character, and he was a good addition. That's how you do funny animated characters, folks. Annie Potts returning as Bo Peep, that's also very fun. Sort of, we get to see what she's doing. Buzz really doesn't have very much to do in this film, and the other toys barely are involved in anything except for the very end. I like a lot about it. The arc with Woody and Bo Peep, it's told through like a cinematic language with visual cues and very little dialogue, which I thought was great, and that extends to the ending as well, where that similar idea comes through. It doesn't say like, Bo Peep, I'm sad, Bo Peep is... Like, Woody, the dialogue is organic compared to like other films where people say what they're feeling and the interactions don't feel human-like, you know what I mean? Which I think is a reason why people enjoy film and television so much, and it really drives us bonkers when they're not doing that. When they're like, I'm sad because of this reason. I'm also sad because of this reason. That's my dad. I'm explaining what happened. Explaining what happened. That should be on a t-shirt. I did enjoy it, and I recommend that you go see it if you haven't already, and you might have a good time. You might have fun. You might even laugh. You might even cry. I didn't. I don't know why. I cried at certain episodes of Steven Universe. Not a Toy Story film yet. I must be dead inside or really, really damaged. I don't know which. But anywho, I'm being silly this video. But I recommend you see Toy Story 4. It's pretty dang good. What did you think of Toy Story 4? Did you see it? Did you enjoy it? Do you think I'm crazy? That's not one of the questions. But feel free to leave a comment below and hit subscribe. Maybe even like the video if you enjoyed it. But hey, I guess we'll leave it there. I'm MaximumAustin, and until next time, always remember to keep being confident, and you enjoy your day. To infinity and beyond my understanding, Woody.